Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thank You America Day. My name is Mylin Pham, and I'm the CEO of Asian American Center of Santa Clara County. I'm honored to be here today. As we gather here on this beautiful Saturday, I can't help but think about how lucky we are as we enjoy the fruits of the civil rights movement and impacts. If not for the sacrifices of the African Americans, for Dr. Martin Luther King, Mr. Cesar Chavez, and all the civics leaders, all of us who came to America to seek for freedom, democracy, and opportunities in this country would be unable to achieve our dreams. Thank you, America, for opening your door to us, and thank you all for coming today. And at this time, I would like to ask if you can please rise for the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the rampart we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Này công dân ơi, quốc gia đến ngày giải phóng, đồng lòng cùng đi hy sinh tiếng gì thân sâu, vì tương lai quốc dân cùng sống và quyết lên, làm sao cho núi sông từ nay luôn ấm lên, cho thay phơi trên gương dao, thủ nước lên mau đào đêm vang, nòi giống lung liên mãi tròn đất mây, người công dân luôn hướng về tâm trí, cùng trắng quyết chiến đấu làm cho khắp nơi vang tiếng người nước nào cho đến muôn đời. Công dân ơi, công hiến thân dưới cờ công dân ơi, mau làm cho mỗi giờ thoát khỏi tàn phá vẻ vang, nòi giống rực cháy miền Nam đồng thống lạc hò. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated. As I indicated earlier, I really honor and grateful for all of you joining us this morning. And at this time, I would like to recognize some of the names that our dignitaries as well as our VIP guests. And I will, when I call your name, please stand and wait until I end it with the rest of the list. And then we're gonna clap and then we can sit down. First, I'm going to go according to alphabetical order. Congresswoman Anna Eshoo, District 18. Please stand. Chief of Police, City of San Jose, Mr. Anthony Mata. Assembly Member, District 27, Ash Kara.
Associate Vice Chancellor for Human Resource, San Jose Evergreen Community College District, Beatrice Chadas. Trustee of Eastside Union High School District, Brian Doe. Vice Mayor, City of New Peters, Carmen Montano. Vice President of New Peters Unified School District, Chris Northwood. Santa Clara County Supervisor, District 2, Cindy Chavez. She's running late, but she's going to be here. Vice President, City of San Jose District 9 Leadership Group, Cole Cameron. Thank you for coming. Senator District 15, Dave Katazzi. He's also running late, and he'll be here with us soon. Trustee, New Peters Unified School District, Han Lin. Thank you for coming. Representative Kelsey Martinez Combalic from Santa Clara County Supervisor, District 5, Joseph Mission. Former District 10 San Jose Council Member, Mr. Johnny Camis. Thank you for coming, and he's also running for Supervisor of District 1. Vice Chancellor, San Jose Evergreen Community College, Jorge Escobar. Council Member Pam Foley, Senior Policy Aide, City of San Jose, Kyle Lavaroni. Linda Chavez, Trustee, Alum Rock Union School District. Lisa Navarro, Vice President, Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce. Lorena Chavez, Vice President, Eastside Union High School District. Madalena Carrasco, Council Member, City of San Jose, District 5. Thank you for coming. Manuel Herrera, President, Eastside Union High School District. Maria Fuentes, Trustee, San Jose Evergreen Community College District, District 7. Thank you for coming, Maria. Matt Mahan, Council Member, City of San Jose, District 10. Maya Esparza, Council Member, City of San Jose, District 7. Ilan Valentin, Executive Director, AAC SA. Thank you for coming. Nancy Avila, CEO of Silicon Valley Vietnamese American Chamber of Commerce. Omar Torres, Trustee, San Jose Evergreen Community College District, District 7, and a candidate for District 5 City Council. District 3. Arthur Lee, Santa Clara County Supervisor, District 3. Peter Ortiz, President, Santa Clara Board of Education. Rokana, District Director, Tom Pike, Congressman, District 17. Robert Gutierrez, Division Dean, Evergreen Valley College. Scott Conrad, Associate Vice Chancellor for IT, San Jose Evergreen Community College. Mr. Tate Dunn, Chairman, CEO, Vida Imaging, and ex-founder, Chairman, and CEO of Sigma Design. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming. Dr. Cao Hu Ji, Professor of Electrical Engineering at the San Jose State University. He was one of my professors back then. He still looks young, and I'm getting older. Dean Nguyen, representative from Mayor Sam Liscardo, City of San Jose. Thank you for coming. Stephen Le, Trustee, Eastside Union High School District. And Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren, District 19. And of course, I can list former Congressman Mike Honda, our friend, as well as Patty Katesi, Trustee, Eastside Union School District. And I also see Anbin Duan somewhere. He's running for District 7. Thank you for coming, Anbin. And at this time, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Hong Gao, Director of the Viet Museum, and he's going to make 1 minute remark to us.
Kính chào quý vị. Tiếp theo lời của cô Mỹ Linh, và tôi cũng xin bổ túc là trong số hàng những quan khách của Việt Nam ở tại đây, chúng tôi có những cái hội đoàn, tất cả những người ở trong hội là hội cựu quân nhân, trong đó có hội biệt động quân, hải quân và liên hội. Chúng tôi xin thành thật cảm ơn, và luôn cả hội nữ quân nhân. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to address my welcome to all of you today to celebrate the day. Very important, and it's a very, for me, it's a very meaningful. Even it's a Thank You America Day. We thank you for America, the land of hope, the land of freedom, the land of opportunity, and also we thank you for the people of this country to open hand, receive us, give us a chance to rebuild our life here. And thank you very much. And we would like to introduce Mr. Cương Đức Nguyễn. He's a former minister in South Vietnam, and he will have some speech to welcome you today. Please.
Dear U.S. Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren, U.S. Congresswoman Anna Eshoo, Congressman Mike Honda, distinguished guests. I'm very honored today to stand before you, the elected officials of the American people, to welcome you to our Thank You America Day events. There are three aspects surrounding the presence of the Vietnamese community in this country. First, why we are here. Second, how we got here. Third, whom we should be thankful for. Why we are here? We are here because we could not live in tyranny and oppression under communism. We had fought valiantly, as shown by the monument surrounding you here, dedicated to our fallen heroes. Our soldiers have fought to the last bullets. Our people have kept the faith to the bitter end. How we got here? Mainly in flimsy fishing boats, crammed in with 40 to 50 people, with enough water and food for a few days, often without a compass. Let's listen to President Jimmy Carter in his message to us on the occasion of the 32nd anniversary in 2008. I am honored to have played a role in calling the United States Navy into action to rescue Vietnamese boat people in the South Pacific Ocean in 1979, and then order that we receive an average of 14,000 immigrants per month from the previous war zone. We are encouraged also other national leaders to follow our lead. For today's celebration, we had asked President Jimmy Carter to give us the honor of presenting him with a certificate of recognition in his home. We received the following reply from his office, dated September 27th. President Carter has received your offer to honor him with a certificate of recognition. He is grateful to you for offering him this opportunity. However, as President Carter moved into his late 90s, he has significantly reduced his commitment. As a result, he is unable to accept this honor or be with us. We call President Jimmy Carter President of the boat people. Next, whom we should be thankful for. We are infinitely thankful to the American people. He had welcomed us with open arms, given us an opportunity to begin a new life for ourselves, our children. And the most valuable gift of all gifts that this country has given us is the right to vote. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce you a very special man in my heart. He's a commander. He's the architect of this event. He's also our heart and soul to make this event happen. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Vũ Văn Lộc, who's 90 years old.
I want to share with you my my English, even myself, director of the agency, but I also the student of ESL for full year. Today we have very special day. After nearly a half century, we have to thank the American people. I received letter from President Carter yesterday. He said he want to come 20 years ago when he was 80 years old. But he cannot make it today as a special guest speaker today. And also the man of California, he say he busy of the issue in Florida. He cannot make it. So the United States of America make me the keynote speaker today. But it's okay. I want to share with you some information. When we come here with the very first refugee, we have 130,000. Today we have 1,700,000. And as a very special speaker for today, I have 1 hour. But because our VIP guest here very busy, so I cut it about from 5 to 6 minutes. I learned from the United States today, yesterday, and tomorrow. What you want me to hear, me to talk about today? Very confused. We have two kings, we have two parties, and we divide West and East. I don't want to talk more about today. And I don't want to talk about the future tomorrow because I don't know. But I want you to share with me about yesterday, the past. In the past we have the good and not very good. We collect only the good thing. Together, that's the museum. The museum is what we have in the past, only the good thing. And we make up our museum for 3 months just to want to sell to you today. I want to sell the museum to you today. After makeup, it looks beautiful. The one and only in the world. But the people ask me where the money come from. It come from to our friends. To a lot of our friends sit over there, but nobody calls their name. But I want to mention about some of them. So I like to mention the name of the people who share with me today. And the last thing comes. I share with you my personal story. By the January of this year, the doctor told me that this is my last year. So what we going to do? I report to the board. We decide to use all of the money we have for today. We pay everything for today. But yesterday the doctor also told me that this is not the good news. This is the good or bad news, I don't know. He say I may live a few more years, nobody knows that. So you know what was my problem. I still around here, but I have no money. That is a big problem, right? So the last thing I want you I know you would have not have much money, but you look around for the people who have money, bring more to keep this museum forever, for your children, for your grandchildren, forever. All the good thing is here. And I will be around with you. Thank you very, very much. Sitting here, we do not have the people going to do the good thing. We are the museum. We talk about the past, and all of the people, our friends here, do so many things good for American and Vietnamese for the past 30 years. My old dad, he is the one who opened the gate for the high school for the first Vietnamese language to get in. So many trouble by that time. And the two ladies who at the Congress, we depend on both of them, because if I go back to Vietnam, the community put me in prison, the two lady will bring me out. That's the reason why. So I depend on you. So I mentioned about Cindy Chamber. For the past, nobody can build something like the Vietnamese Center in Center Road. 100 years from now, I do not see anybody can do that. They build the office, the big one with 600,000 or 700,000. It named Vietnamese Center with the yellow flag in front. I never think somebody dare to do that. Thank you very much.
Dạ, con cảm ơn bác ạ. Thank you so much. Bác đi cái đường này, bên này. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to recognize to you one of my mentor back in college, and he's here with us today. He's also played an instrumental part. He was a founder and producer and host of a very popular Dân Sinh media. Can you please give Mr. Phạm Phú Nam a big hand?
First, can I speak Vietnamese? So xin được kính chào toàn thể quý thân hữu của IRCC, Dân Sinh Media and Việt Museum. So today, you have seen I am a very, very special person today. Because I not only come alone, I have about 5 assistants, including Cindy Chavez. And also, I came here because of one thing. I believe a lot of you come here because of me too. Because I having a brain cancer. Today I am very tired because of my blood pressure going down, so I can faint it and fall down any time. But I'll try my best, because one important thing, I ask all of you for help. Today we celebrate and honor our community heroes. I ask all of you to help me. Can you stand up? Can you help me to give a big hand to our community here? Joe Lauren, Congresswoman Cindy Chavez, County Supervisor. Can you help?
Congresswoman Eshu.
I know you very long time ago with a very beautiful picture. But today, because of my eyes being blurred because of the sickness, so I cannot recognize. I hope you understand. Oh, here. Yeah, Congressman, my Honda. I worked with him so many times, you know, long years ago, long time ago. And also, my hero and also my friend, dear friend, Dave Cortese. So now can I ask people who seem, you know, yourself is the most beautiful, can you come up here? So lady who in Vietnamese traditional dress, can you come up here so we can give our hero a very big hug and a very, you know, warm, you know, hand welcome. Anh Hồng. Xin mời bác Lộc và thành viên hội đồng quản trị, xin mời Just Tuệ, bác Nguyễn Đức Cường. So, I cannot say on the behalf of the whole big community, but I know everyone always appreciate what you did for our community. So, Congressman My Honda, Congresswoman Joe Lawton already helped us for a long time fighting for human rights in Vietnam and save a lot of, you know, people from the Vietnamese communist prison. So they are our hero. But I want to recognize special help from Dave Cortese and Cindy Chavez. Because of my brain cancer, I haven't had a chance to visit, you know, long at the service center. But that's a beautiful one. And I missed a lot of discuss, not now, but many 50 years from now, we don't have chance to have a center like that. So without your special effort, we don't have that one. So we very appreciate that. And the most thing we remember that because whenever we drive by, we see the Vietnamese flag over there. That's our symbol. So please accept our special thanks to you, to all of you today. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time, can you give me a big hand to our community hero here? Thank you so much. Can you say something now?
Thank you. That means the world to me to hear that from you. Thank you.
I would like to present a special recognition, human rights and humanitarian efforts. Leading the award delegation will be Mr. Frank Thanh Nguyen, a former political prisoner, a bold person with a harrowing escape journey story turned into a very successful high-tech executive, and now he's also a writer. Along with him is Mrs. Vọng Lê, the widow of Mr. Vọng Ly, who helped provide hundreds of Vietnamese veterans of the former Republic of Vietnam food and financial support. Please be seated, thank you. Dr. Nguyễn Thượng Vũ, back in the early 80s, gave up his practice to go to Thailand to rescue the refugees on the South Sea. And last is Pastor Ha Cam Dung, a former bold person as well as a soldier of the Republic of Vietnam. And ladies and gentlemen on the stage, please stand up for Congresswoman Anna Ashues and Congresswoman Zoe Lachlan. The special recognition of human rights and humanitarian efforts will go to Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren and Congresswoman Anna Eshoo. As longtime members of the Tom Lantos Human Rights Commission, Reps Lofgren and Eshoo have been strong advocates for human rights and religious freedom around the world. We are fortunate to have these two leaders to represent and continue to fight for our community here in the Bay Area. Thank you so much for your effort. Yes, please give us a big hand for the two Congresswomen. So we're going to present one set for each of you, Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren and Anna Eshoo, and we ask if you can please bring one back to former President Jimmy Carter as well as Mrs. John McCain, since they're not here today. Thank you. And Dr. Nguyễn Thượng Vũ will present Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren with a gift, so please bring back to former Jimmy Carter for us. Thank you so much. And then we'll have Pastor Ha Cẩm Đường to present a gift. So we ask if Congresswoman Anna Eshoo please send it to Mrs. John McCain on behalf of us. Thank you. And we also have a book for you, Congresswoman Mike Honda. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you very much. So we're going to move on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, 47 years ago, there's a toddler boy who came to America with his parents with nothing but a dream for freedom and human rights. But today, he's now his parent proud, our community pride, and new elect Sacramento District Attorney, first Vietnamese American that elect to this very important position. Please help me welcome Mr. Thiên Hồ, or Hồ Quang Thiên Vũ. Vỗ tay lớn một tí không nữa được không ạ? Em cảm ơn.
Today is Thank You America Day. And when we look and when we celebrate Thank You America, I want to talk about two themes. One is the idea of giving and the other is gratitude. Someone once said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Let me say that again. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. 46 years ago, many of you know, many of us left Vietnam, and I left Vietnam as a child with my parents on a fishing boat. Spent 6 months in a refugee camp because my parents, like so many of you, wanted to give us a new life. And while we were in that refugee camp, this country, this wonderful, beautiful country, gave us an opportunity at a new life and new freedom. When we arrived in this country, I didn't know how to speak English. I learned how to speak English by watching Bugs Bunny cartoons. 22 years later, graduated from law school because I wanted to give back to this country and to say thank you and gratitude and to show that gratitude. And I became a prosecutor to give back and to serve our community with our friends in public safety. And I am fortunate enough that earlier this year was elected as the District Attorney of Sacramento County. The first Vietnamese American Southeast Asian to be elected to that position. Out of 2,400 elected DAs in this country, only 5 are of Asian descent. And so it's giving back to the community and showing the gratitude. And when we talk about giving and gratitude, I want to recognize some of the people up here. I want to recognize my good friend Mike Honda, former congressman, who early on supported so many of us in the community. I want to thank Zoe Lofgren, U.S. Congresswoman. And I remember going to the Tet Festival over in the fairground, and she was always there. And I want to thank our Congresswoman, and as she as well. Thank you so much for what you do. And I want to thank also Congressman Ro Khanna, who couldn't be here, but I also want to thank some of the great leaders from San Jose and Santa Clara County. State Senator Dave Cortese. And Supervisor Otto Lee, who's here as well. And I want to thank my good friend, Supervisor and candidate for Mayor Cindy Chavez, who has been an advocate for our community. And so it's the idea of giving and gratitude. Thank you so much.
You know, when out of town in the past, I often share with my fellow Vietnamese about how beautiful San Francisco with Golden Bridge and how amazing Silicon Valley with high-tech technology and innovation. But nowadays, actually every time when I'm out of town and when I happen to talk to my friends, I always talk about Vietnamese American Services Center. How wonderful it is, how unique that is, how that's the only one kind in the world that is actually dedicated to the Vietnamese American community. So today, we're very grateful for this. I'm getting nervous right now. We would like to recognize the two leaders that make it happen. The two friends that are very close to our hearts, State Senator Dave Cortese and Supervisor Cindy Chavez. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Lộc Vũ and Mr. Luyện Nguyen to come on stage and present Senator Dave Cortese and Supervisor Cindy Chavez with a medal. Okay, so we have a few minutes left. So at this time, I would like to invite both Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren and Anna Eshoo to say a few words, as well as ladies and gentlemen, our VIP on stage, as well as Supervisor Otto Lee, and I see State Assembly Ash Kara is on the floor. Please come up, and I'm going to give the mic to you.
Thank you so very much. Let me just say what an honor it is to be recognized this afternoon, and I think Lộc Vũ is right. It causes us to think back to the days that brought us here. You know, I remember, I've told this story before, but I don't know that I've revealed that it was Dennis Rockstraw's wife's sisters who were trying to get out of Vietnam before Saigon fell, and the embassy was insisting on original documents. It was foolishness. And I was on the phone working for Congressman Don Edwards when the phone went dead. Saigon had fallen. And that began a series of events. The Boat People's president, Mr. Carter, made sure that refugees were picked up. We had the first wave of refugees came to San Jose, up in the Los Gatos Catholic facility. That I remember volunteering with the Red Cross to assist the new refugees, and of course that was just the beginning. You know, I think back on the people, because they're policy positions, but it's always about the individuals. I think about the Air Force, the Vietnamese Air Force heroes who came to the United States. They had been in camps. They had been tortured. And when they came to San Jose, they needed medical care, both for their physical and their emotional damage that had been done to them. So we were able to do that. And then to free people who had been stuck in Vietnam. I remember Major An, who lost both of his arms in a helicopter as he was trying to save American soldiers. And you know, when he was stuck in Vietnam, those soldiers whose life he saved, they rallied round to make sure that his life would be saved, and it was. I remember when Jane Doe came to me to say that Con Thanh Do, who had been arrested in Vietnam for what he said about freedom in San Jose. You can't do that. The communists can't do that. And I remember reaching across the aisle to then Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson, who went to Vietnam, the Asian Finance Conference, and told the Vietnamese communists that he would not speak to them. America would not do a deal with them if they didn't release Mr. Doe, which they then did. I remember going with Nancy Pelosi to Vietnam and meeting with dissidents at 5:30 in the morning. They had escaped from the glare of the communists to meet with us, to meet with the Speaker of the House and myself, because they never gave up fighting for freedom, even though the communists had taken over their country. I remember handing a list to the communist leaders in Hanoi, insisting that these political prisoners be released. You know, individuals make up our society, and I'm so glad that Dave Cortese and Cindy Chavez have been recognized, because were it not for them, we would not have the Vietnamese American Service Center. It just wouldn't exist. And so what people do to recognize a fine community does matter. I would be remiss if I didn't say how excited I am that Councilwoman Maya Esparza is going to insist that the Vietnamese American community be consulted for anything further relative to the Thank You America monument. That is so important, and I'm so grateful to her. I just want to stop and say this, that my commitment to this community goes back a long ways, but it doesn't stop today. It is going forward to stand up for your rights, because the Vietnamese American community, perhaps more than any other, understands the value of freedom. When refugees escaped from Afghanistan, this community stepped forward because they understand that when you're fleeing from oppression, to become an American, that counts. I'm so proud to serve with my colleague Anna Eshu, who will say a few words, and then we would like to make a brief presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sal. First to Loc Vu, thank you for being a visionary, a true visionary, and with extraordinary leadership to this community. Today is a beautiful day as the Vietnamese community says thank you to America. We're here to thank you. I'm a daughter of immigrants. They fled a different part of the world where they were being persecuted. So I understand the deepest love and patriotism that immigrants bring to America. America the beautiful, with liberty and justice for all. You have built a magnificent community here that gives back daily to America. You make America stronger. You make America better. You remind us daily of what this inheritance means to all of us. So bless all of you. To all of my colleagues that are elected, that are looking to become elected, it's an honor to be here with you and with the Chief of Police in this community, and to Zoe Lofgren and all she has done in the Congress. I'm proud to be her sidekick. So I hope to represent you, bring you the representation that this community deserves. We thank you, as you say, God bless America. Now we would like to present the flag of the United States of America that was flown over the Capitol to honor this community. Bless you all. You are a blessing to America.
Thank you, and at this time I would like to also invite State Assembly Ashkara and Supervisor Orderly on stage. And Supervisor Cindy Chavez, would you like to have a few words? I want to go across the line.
Thank you so much for today, and it is such an honor to be here. And I just wanted to say to Mr. Loc Vu and Pham Phu that we understand Nam, and your point that you raised, which is you're saying to us, honor us further by protecting and building out the Vietnamese History Museum. And the answer to that is yes, that I will stay committed to doing that. And the Vietnamese American Service Center, let me just say this first to Dave, thank you for all the leadership you played on that, but more importantly to all of you, that building is intended to honor the elders that did so much to get their families here and to have a better start for the children of our community. So thank you for letting me be a part of the Vietnamese American community.
Thank you, Cindy. Good afternoon, Ging Chào Quý vị. Tôi là Otto, also another supervisor in District 3 serving alongside Cindy Chavez, who's done amazing work. Our county has certainly been very blessed to have this amazing Vietnamese American community for the past 47 years. And thanks to the insight and vision of both Cindy Chavez and David Cortese back in the days, early 2011 or so, to do this Vietnamese health status assessment, which is how the county responded to the community's need by building the Vietnamese American Service Center, the VASC, that we are all able to be so proud of. And I just want to say thank you for your leadership, both of you, for making this happen. And of course, every year IRCC right here partners with so many organizations to host this Thank You America, Come On America event, right? Because gratitude is something that is so important. We so often forget to thank those who has helped us in so many ways. And these are the heroes who's up here, and really honored to be up here, to be receiving, and to send this gratitude. Remember, go home. Thank your parents, thank your uncles, thank all those who have helped you, and thank you for being here, to thanking the American amazing spirit of democracy and freedom that let our family thrive for so many years to come. Come on, Vivek. And also, of course, have a commendation with the Board of Supervisors signed by all 5 of us. I'm not going to read all the whereas and present this along with Cindy Chavez.
And at this time, I would like to invite State Senator Dave Cortese as well as State Assembly Ashkara to come on stage.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. It's officially afternoon, which means I should be very brief, and so I will. First of all, thank you, Loc Vu and the board of directors, for this great recognition. I didn't get a chance to speak after being given the medal, and it means a lot to me. It means a tremendous amount to me. Whatever I have done, whatever Cindy Chavez and these other leaders have done, including our fine congressional representatives, our former congressmen, it's been done out of love. I want to reassure you of that in case there's any doubt in your mind. Our love for the community has spurred us to make sure that there's an ongoing thank you from us at every level of government to all of you for your contributions here to San Jose, to Santa Clara County, to California, and the United States of America. I know the event is about Thank You America, not Thank You Vietnamese Americans. But I still want to say something, and I too, like our congressional representatives, have very, very clear memories of the late 1960s and the 1970s when the war was going on. And our leadership told us, and rightfully so at that time, that the only way you were going to stop the encroachment of communist and fascist governments through Southeast Asia and across the world would be if the Vietnamese people in South Vietnam were willing to stand and put themselves in the line of fire and to stop that from happening. And all of you represent that legacy. This museum represents that legacy. And I want to say to Loc Vu and the board, all of us are going to make sure that that legacy continues for decades and decades and decades, hopefully into the next millennium. Thank you so much.
It very much, in many ways, parallels the journey of so many immigrants, but in particular, the Vietnamese American community. I came here in 1978, and at that time, every year, there were more and more school children my age joining us in school that couldn't speak a word of English. By the time we got out of high school, they were some of the most profound students, excellent students. They excelled and worked very.
So the last speaker for today, only for 1 minute, from Congressman Mike Honda.
Xin chào quý vị. My name is Mike Honda, former congressman, and in Congress, 1 minute means this long. I just want to say a quick thanks for the organizing of Thank You America. But I want to say thank you to you too for allowing me to serve you, not only as a teacher or the board of supervisors, but as Congress. And you have taught me many things. You taught me through your folks in the uniform. I want to salute the men and women in uniform who fought for freedom. I want to thank all of you who decided to run for office in this country. I was born here. I had no choice to be an American, but you chose to be an American. You chose to be here, and I want to congratulate you for making that choice. But in that choice, exercise your right to vote and support our congresspeople here, because today democracy is in danger, and we need to make sure that straight thinking, democratic thinking, American-loving people who understand the Constitution will support our congresspeople here. So Lofgren and Anna Eshu. So Lofgren is on the January 6th committee. She is there to protect your rights and my rights under the Constitution and the idea of democracy and the freedom to vote. So exercise that vote. And to the young people, let me just say, thank you for being here early and serving your community also. But remember, your leadership here, both here and among your own communities, but never forget the boats and how people came over seeking refugees, seeking refuge in this country, seeking to escape oppression. And that is a legacy that we have to share with everybody in this country. So to all of you,
Thank you, Mr. Mike Honda. So we're going to end the program today with a special medal presentation to all our VIP guests. Thank you so much for coming. The beautiful ladies will come and present you with the medal at this point. And each one of you is holding a balloon, right? So we're going to, let the balloon go in a few minutes. I would like you to enjoy the children choir. They're going to sing for us one special song to end this program. God bless the USA.
I've been for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife, and a different these stars. To be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave their From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from the sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say
the balloon go. Thank you. How beautiful. So that would end our program for today. Thank you very much for taking your time to come to our event. And I hope that you will have a wonderful afternoon. At this point, we also have lunch, serve lunch. So if you can stay, you can enjoy some of our lunches. Thank you very much.